Hello, ITVFest! Thank you all so much for being here this week. We like to keep our award ceremony short and sweet so we can get back to partying. So we're going to get through this pretty quick. But there are two things we got to do before we start. First, I have a litany of people to thank. It's truly an army that came together this year. When we arrived in Manchester 11 months ago, we were brand new to the area, and there has been an incredible outpouring of love from this community for our creative community here this week. And I just want to call out by name some of the folks that you may have met this week, maybe you didn't. But first off, the people that were responsible for making this marriage between our independent TV world and Manchester, Vermont happen were the folks over at Mountain Media: Carolyn Blitz, Marsha Lissack, Rhea, Meredith, Marie, Kim, everybody over there. You guys, Ron, you guys have just done an incredible job. Give a round of applause. Our internal ITVFest team, oh my God, you have no idea the amount of work that these people did day and night, and the love and care that was put into making this happen. So I want to call them out and have them just stand up, and let's give them a huge round of applause. Mary Lynn, Nikki, Sal, Martha, Caitlin, Sarah. If you've been to ITVFest before, especially when it was in Vermont, you noticed this year was just an incredible leap in growth. That happens because of our sponsors. We have amazing local sponsors this year. The Vermont Country Store came in big. The Vermont Community Foundation, Raptor Films, Lana Halbin and MDO, and all the MDO stores that sponsored us. Of course, our industry sponsors, HBO and Natus. We have to thank them. Steve and Lauren and the folks up in Dorset. I don't know if you guys had the chance to go up to Dorset and up to Weston to see the new soundstage up there. If you haven't been up to see the new soundstage in Weston, do it before you leave Vermont. All of our panelists and industry friends, people always ask me, how does this happen? How does this come together? And I say, well, in 2013, when we first moved to Vermont, we went from 5,000 people in 2012 on Sunset Boulevard to like 510 in Vermont that first year. And what happened was the 500 folks that were there in 2013, there was this love affair that started. And they caught the fever and they were like, oh my God, this is the place I can come create. And then they went home and told their friends and bosses, and it's been 5 years of growth. All of our friends that have been coming to ITVFest for years, I can't thank you enough. I know we're all incredibly busy people. Some of you are off shoots this week to be here, to talk with new artists and to mentor folks and to find new content. So thank you very much to all of our industry friends for being here. And last, but certainly not least, when I said we had an army this year, I truly mean we had an army. There is a high school here in town named Burton Academy. Oh my God, it is one of the best media programs in the country. The folks up there, Bill Mensch, Neil Freeburn, Jim Raposa, all the student volunteers, they actually weren't allowed to be in class this week in the film program. They were required to be volunteering. And there are two guys in particular, Tom and Alistair, who have been driving for like 5 days straight in circles around town. So thank you, everybody. And I don't get to do this very often because they're two of the more shy people that love to stay off the radar and behind the scenes. But if you haven't met them yet, my parents, Phil and Kathy, are standing over there. Thank you, I love you guys. All right, so that's what it takes to get to this point now that we're here. The next thing I want to do, all of you have seen that Vermont production commercial. Don't worry, we're not playing it again. But I do want to introduce, we have gone out and we have hired a professional that's been working in the industry for decades, produced hundreds of commercials, and I'm proud to announce that Sal Tassone is going to be taking over as our Director of Production Services, staying and living here in Vermont, so that you all have a professional contact to call when you want to come shoot here. So I'd like to introduce right now Sal to come up and say a few words about the Vermont Production Festival. Corey, website.
Wow. For a minute, I thought it was a Tony Robbins seminar. So, how many of you guys have been to Sundance or any other festivals that are around? Have you ever seen this happen? No, right? Well, that's what makes this little family that we've created really unique. And so my goal is to get you guys to become an integral part of our family. We want you to come back. We want you to I want to challenge you guys to go out and really create great content, and then pick up the phone and say, I'm coming to Vermont. Or if not, I'm going to track you down. So we've established that we've worked on a website that pretty much will give you a sense of what we're about, the resources that we have, and and also the really great crew base that we have here in Vermont, not only here in Manchester, but all over Vermont. Different vendors, and we will take any project, big or small. I think we can handle it. We've got the infrastructure to do it. So send me your scripts, send me your ideas, and I challenge you to go out and push the envelope on the diversity of thought that we need to do, especially in what's going on in our marketplace today, with all the stuff we all know it's been in the news. So, having said that, if you want to continue this great feeling of being in the family, you need to come back. All right? Yeah. Thank you so much for making this a great week. Sorry guys, I just wanted to introduce you to some of the people that are on my team. Jen, Kev, Ron, where are you, Ron? Ron? Hi, Ron. So, thanks again. We're excited to have you back, and I hope you had an amazing week, right? Yeah. Be safe.
All right, what do you say we hand out some awards? Yeah. We don't do those canned, weird, like little intro things about whatnot, so you don't worry about that. First off, this is the first year that we did the inaugural script competition and pitch competition. We have 2 script awards here tonight, Best Comedy Script and Best Drama Script. Along with these 2, also the 2 winners of Best Comedy Pilot and Best Drama Pilot, I don't know if you saw, but they have been given development meetings at HBO. That's what the real prize. The trophies are beautiful, but so first up we have Best Script Comedy. Waiting. And the winner is Preacher's Basement. Come on up.
Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna cry. I want to thank my husband because he helps me with everything. He's an animator, and he gives me all my jokes, really. So he should be up here with me, and he is outside with a baby somewhere. And I want to thank Jacob Kruger. He's my mentor, and he's helped me every step of the way write this script and feedback. And I also want to thank my fundamentalist right-wing parents, because without them, I could not make fun of them.
Hello, everyone. Up next, we have Best Script for Drama. And the winner is Miracle Village.
They're still sleeping by the fire pit at Seasons. That restaurant, never have they done that. I hope they want to do it again. In that poor bookstore. That children's section. Never so many beers been found on there. Okay. All right. Up next, we have the category for Best Reality, and the winner is Sugar Rush. Jenny, Kevin, get up here. Yeah.
No hesitation there. Thank you, first of all, to the festival for this amazing opportunity. For all the attendees here, you've created an amazing, positive, encouraging atmosphere and experience, and that little dance party sort of embodied that. I want to thank the team here, Kevin and Jen. Without your hard work and commitment to this idea, never would have been possible. And to the sugar makers, the men and women who are, they sacrifice a month out of their year to really face down greatest challenges that Mother Nature have to throw at them. They leave their families, they leave their wives, they leave their husbands to do this, to bring us really nature's most expensive and best sweetener. And if you're not already eating the real thing, like real maple syrup, please do so. You are supporting, yeah, go ahead. So maple syrup. You are supporting Vermont's one of Vermont's biggest industries. Put it in your coffee, use it in your tea, use it in your desserts, brush your teeth with it, use it in the bedroom.
So just a couple quick thank yous as well. The Wilcox family and Amber Ridge Maple, Shangri-La Farm, Kit and Karen Harris. Who else am I forgetting? Georgia Mountain Maples, the Harrisons over there, and Brandon Maples up in Fairfax, Vermont. So just a big shout out and thank you to all the folks that took part and let us come and plug them for a couple of days. So thank you so much.
Next is Best Documentary, and the winner is Defender.
As a public defender, I'm rarely speechless, but this is overwhelming. But what's even more overwhelming is this festival. Thank you, Philip. Thank you to the great staff and all of you. Being here with your creative energy has really made me believe that it's possible to make this series about public defenders and in our fight for justice. But I just want to say that I appreciate each one of you and your vision and your story, and together we can make it happen. Thank you.
We had more short film entries this year than ever before. By the way, we had about 512 pilot entries from 23 countries. We had over 250 script entries and about 260 pitch entries. I have a feeling that's going to double or triple this year, but wow, there's a lot of people making amazing content out there. The short film category this year was one of the best we've seen in a long time. You had people who are literally 8 years old who entered as... Yeah, where's Aiden? There he is. To professional filmmakers and people who are making TV, and I think that just is such an example of the heart of ITVFest. Literally young kids that are just starting and people who are still working on TV right now, doing top quality work, all in the same category at the same place. And the winner of Best Short Film is Doghouse. Get up here, Josh.
Wow, I didn't expect this, so I'm unprepared, but thank you, this is amazing. For the past 3 years I've been coming to ITVFest, and I am blown away by the talent of the people that I've met here, and by their goodness, their humanity, and their sense of fun, which you saw tonight. And some of the best relationships I've made, both professionally and personally in the last few years, has been because of Phil and this amazing festival in the middle of God knows where we are. But this is closer. I'm happy. Last year this was 3 hours from a major US airport. Now it's only an hour and a half from a major US airport, but it's worth the journey. This is so great, and thanks to Michael and Aaron and Adrian and Liz and all the people who helped me make this film. Thank you.
Up next, we have Best Cinematography, and the award goes to Served.
Thank you for inspiration you guys gave me all this week. It was a pleasure meeting most of you during this festival, and especially for that guy, Derek Cruz. which we have many projects together and served. We're together, man. Thank you for that. A pleasure to be here.
All the pieces of making a show or a film always, people always say you either love it or you hate it. When it comes to editing, that is true. Some people just love it, and all the rest of us, no. Nah. We'll find a way that we'll sell the kidney to raise the money to pay for an editor. It's a talent that often goes unappreciated, except for in our community. We know how important it is. And the winner of Best Editing for this year is the Just Kid TV show.
I'm gonna make love to this mic. This is really low. I wanted to raise it up. Editing is it's thankless. I don't thank myself enough for it. I stay up all night long, every single night doing it. And when I think about all of those moments where I feel the most down, that my project is gonna suck, I think of all of you going through the exact same thing wherever you are. Because, you know, to make that kind of precision of detail, you have to give a shit. You have to believe that at every single moment, this is the most important thing you'll ever work on. So this is really more my hats off to you. I'm happy to be here with all my fellow filmmakers and amazing team. So.
Up next, we have Best Writing, and the award goes to Cleaner Days.
Totally crying. I'm Tess, I'm the director, writer.
I'm Dan, I'm a co-writer.
This just really means a lot to me because my show, Cleaner Days, our show, is about addiction, and I'm a drug addict in recovery, and there's this myth that there's just this myth that we live with that like junkies don't ever amount to anything, and it means a lot to me that a lot of our cast are addicts in recovery. And so, anyway, I don't know what to say. I'm just surprised, and this really means a lot. So, do you want to say anything, honey?
This is tough. To everyone on our show, because although we wrote it, it's the kids that came out, the addicts in recovery that laid it all out for us and opened up, made themselves very vulnerable in the show. We have them to thank and for their courage, and that's what made us look good. Honestly, so thank you for that. And it has been awesome to meet and interact with all of you. We've learned so much this week, and we're very grateful. Thank you.
All right, there it is. On the TV set, the director is Kane, and this year, the winner of Best Director is Matt Ferrucci from Companion.
I've never done this. This is crazy. Thank you, ITV, for this amazing opportunity. Team Companion, I couldn't have done this without them. I think all the directors out there know, I mean, you're only as good, 90%, you're only as good as your cast. And Companion would have been Companion if it wasn't for Ray Stoney and Mike Friedman. This is just so special. I mean, you know, we all go out there and it's like, 12-hour days and we're losing light and lunch is late. And, you edit there and you're smoking cigarettes, or at least I was, and you're just like, what, is it gonna make any sense? And this is just incredible. And I want to thank my co-creator, Nick Moyaris. I mean, he was the inspiration for this. And I finally want to thank our producer, Elaine Uwe. To all the producers out there,
Thank you for letting us do what we do. She read it. He was passionate about it, and he put up the money and he provided the cameras and he provided all the the sets and everything. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our producers. And I just finally want to say I've met so many people here today that were just fucking amazing. I've seen some amazing projects. Jay, Project Girl, Casting Calls, Expectations, Lightning Dogs. All of you guys are great, and you could be up here too. So thank you very much.
Up next, we have Best Actor in a Drama, and the award goes to Lancey Nichols.
Damn, this thing is heavy.
First of all, thank you to ITVFest for this honor. My football team won today, black and gold Who Dat, so this is like a double honor for me right now. I want to thank our co-creators, Chip and Andrew, Brian, our director. Our executive producer, Alicia Johnson. My better half and partner of 37 years, my wife, Zarda, sitting there. I couldn't help but notice tonight when the band was jamming all the good music, and especially play that funky music, White Boy, how everybody just got together and was dancing with each other, and it made me think, why can't our country be like that? Everybody was just enjoying each other's company, and nobody gave a shit about what color they were, what gender they were dancing with, or anything. So I want to challenge all the filmmakers out there, veterans and young people alike, use your voice to make a change. I'm very disturbed about what's happening in our country right now. And I think as artists, we have a duty and an obligation to use our voice to try to make a change as much as possible. So again, I want to thank ITVFest. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm one of those actors. I'm an actor for hire. Thank
you. The next category was one of the most highly scored categories we'd seen in years. It was the category for Best Actress in a Drama. And this performance just blew every judge away that saw it. And the winner for Best Actress in a Drama is Hero Gransky from Page.
Oh, I'm really nervous. My team is the most amazing group of people that has ever existed on the face of the planet. They're like the most incredible artists I've ever met, and they didn't have to sign on to this project. They didn't have to spend 16 hours a day working for free, but they supported me in telling this story and telling the story of my struggle with bulimia, and they're the best. Thank you to everyone I've met here. 30 million people in the United States suffer from eating disorders. 10 million of those are men, and it has the highest mortality rate of all mental illnesses. And we don't talk about it. And we're really trying to talk about it and make a change. So this really means a lot on a professional and personal level. Thanks, guys. So up next we have Best Actor in a Comedy. And that goes to Lucas Ross from Lazy Circle.
Hi, I have no business being here. You guys are some of the most talented people everybody I've got to meet, and I hope I get to meet every single other person. My brother Marcus created this series. I love you, buddy. He's my little brother. we've worked together on so many things, and we've won little awards, and we've done little things, but we got to shine a light on our small town, and we're from Oklahoma. And you talk about seeing people come together from different races and genders and demographics all over the place. Oklahoma scares a lot of people on the coasts. We're the Middle Earth, we're the flyover states, and like, those are the people that voted for people. Listen. We started this show before an election, and while we were doing it, they were like, that mayor character is such a jerk. Nobody would ever vote for somebody like that. And by the time we finished it, we're like, oh my gosh, we just predicted a bunch of stuff. So we're sorry. We're sorry. But hopefully we can look back at everything, and it'll bring everybody together. And thank you so much for this.
Comedy always has the most amount of entries, and there's always the most amount of actresses that are up for contention out of any category. And the winner for this year of Best Actress in a Comedy is Natalie Rich from Weekend Detectives.
What? This is insane. I play a very stupid character. You should check it out. It's called The Weekend Detectives, and I could not have done it without Max Reinhardtson. Yeah. I'm shocked. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. This is amazing. I have nothing prepared.
All right, up next we have Best Short Comedy, and the winner is Misery Loves Company.
The winner of Best Short Drama for this year is The Best Thing You'll Ever Do.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I have to thank Catherine Fordham, our director, who encouraged me to write this story about when you're 35 and you feel like your career is finally taking off, and you meet the person of your dreams, and then they let you know that they want to have a baby. And you don't know what to do about it. So thank you. And just, you know, Raptor Films put together this panel yesterday of these incredibly open-hearted executives that made us feel like anything is possible. And then they also said, like, look around the room. This is your class. These are the people that you're going to be coming up with. And the people that I met this week, I feel that. And it was so exciting to meet you and be a part of all of you, be with all of you talented people. So thank you.
Thanks for letting me work on this with you. It was so much fun, and it was so fun to meet all of you guys, and I can't wait to meet more of you that I haven't met.
Okay, and up next we have Best Comedy. And as Philip was saying before, this is a very popular category, and when they are good, like the ones in this category, they are super good, and it makes it really difficult to figure out which one rises to the top. But in this case, our Best Comedy is Companion.
Holy cow. This is a very personal story, and it is based on my experiences as a sober companion. You know, Matt and I co-wrote and created this show about 1.5 years ago, and we're sitting in our living room and we're like, how the fuck are we gonna get this made? How are we gonna make this? Enter Elaine Newey, our producer, who he gave us the space to make this project. I mean, he gave us the space to play in this and to make this amazing product. And Mike Freeman, Ray Stoney, what can I say? You guys are amazing. It would not be what it is without you two. So thank you so much.
Elaine doesn't want to say anything. I want to thank ITV again. I want to thank Philip, Marilyn, Nikki, everyone. This is just so incredible. The love that everyone showed us this week is just something really special. And I don't know what to say, but I think we should leave with Ray Stone. What do you have to say about this?
Come on, Ray.
I've never made a speech before, but I want to thank God, man, for making all this possible. just want to thank ITVFest for this incredible honor. I want to thank my team, man.
Yeah.
Matt Ferrucci, we call him Matt Ferrari. You know, Elaine Huey, Nick Muars, my partner in crime, Mr. Mike Friedman, and just want to encourage all the filmmakers, man, to keep pushing. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing, keep making incredible content. We all deserve to be here. We're all here because we deserve to be here, and let's do it again next year.
Yeah.
The winner of Best Drama, that also, along with Companion, will receive that HBO development meeting. The winner of Best Drama this year goes to Shepard.
Shit! Wow. Hi guys, my name is Chip, and this is my co-creator Andrew, and our producer Alicia, and Zardes and Lance, and I'm very professional, I got this. Okay. We're from New Orleans. New Orleans has gone through hell, and it's been hard trying to tell the story and trying to convince the world that our story matters. And this team is amazing. And we've seen things in our city that prove that this world is a dark place and it needs help. And together I think we can all really come together and make a better place. So this really means a lot. And come on.
You know, our project, it couldn't have been possible with the diversity that collaborated on it. You know, me and Chip, you know, put pen to paper, but there was a lot of diverse voices that went behind it. So I want to thank ITVFest for bringing us here, giving us the opportunity to show this to y'all. It's been amazing meeting all of you. There's a lot of amazing projects here and a lot of amazing voices. And I just want to give the mic to our ladies here because there's been enough men that have spoken tonight.
Now I know what people mean when they say, I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you, ITVFest. I have learned so much from all the panels and all the work that I've seen since being here. Thank you so much, and we will definitely be back again.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we're just so grateful to be here, and we're so grateful that our show was acknowledged because we put so much hard work into it and so much heart into it. We want to keep making it. So please, HBO or Netflix or Hulu or somebody, come on, let's do a development deal.
And one more thing. Everyone here has been an absolute wonderful human being, and I'm so gracious to be here with all of you, so thank you.
There are millions of ideas that are created around the world in the minds of content creators. Only a few thousands of those actually make it through the production process. Only a few hundred make it into the festival. And only one can be the winner of both Best of ITVFest and the Audience Choice Award. And the winner of Best of ITVFest this year goes to Public Housing.
I sure wish the rest of my team was here, but to everyone who helped make Public Housing Unit happen, thank you to them. Thank you to ITVFest. I've been to a ton of festivals, and this is one of the best I've ever been to. Such an incredible community, such incredible films and shorts and web series that I saw. I was really impressed with everything and encouraged by all of your work. So thank you for having us, and thanks again. All right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 12th annual ITVFest. Thank you for being here. There was so much that happened this week. There were so many shows, so many panels. If you want to see what you didn't see and you missed any of the panels or anything, we have to thank our team in Dark that was there all week. You probably didn't see them, the GNAT team. They have it up online. We will send